somewhere in Utah County. Thought this was kind of interesting. It's kind of by the trail. You have this hole basically that goes down in here quite a ways. Looks like there's actually an area where you can walk around in there a little bit. Probably can't see it, but it's about 10 feet down there. You could easily take the step and go back down in there, but I'm not going to do it right now because I'm trying to get somewhere else. But yeah, it's kind of a interesting whole rock cave there. Okay, can continue on. The rain's starting, it appears. It's been on and off. So this is definitely an area that has had sightings, vocalizations, everything in the past. And I've never been up this far, but I've heard it is squatchy up here, so I thought I'd take some time and finally come up here. It's only a 20-minute drive from where I'm currently living, and we'll see what we find here. It's raining, if you can't tell. It's light rain. But I'll just keep looking for the moment. Haven't found anything particularly noteworthy yet. Except for, some nice scenery here and there. Quite a damp area right here. It's actually been raining the last couple days for a little on and off, which is kind of unusual. I'm sure that's why we have all this water standing here. So I was looking for, tracks around here. Don't see anything really, but I just started looking, and See if we can find anything at all. It's like I've alerted, roused a squirrel or something. Well, this is a fairly normal looking forest floor in Utah. You see there's some deadfall here and there, but I don't see anything that's that outstanding. There's a little lean right there, but it's ancient. Could be natural. But I'll just keep looking around here. A little thunder in the distance with the squirrel chatter. He's just not going to calm down. Well, for a moment I thought there might be some little leans on that log, but that's just branches. There's a little something right over there, leans. But the way they are leaning with the gravity, I think it's just as likely it's natural. Looks like maybe we had a little mole or gopher that came out of somewhere in the snow. Yeah, there's this little hole maybe down there. This looks a little more squatchy over here. It's down where I came from. Don't see any obvious prints. At least not obvious to me. There's something kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see it. There's a sizable log lodged up in a tree over there. I don't know if I'm pointing to it or not. Could be natural, but still interesting. And if you hear anything weird, I do have a stainless steel water bottle fixed to the exterior of my backpack via a what do you call it? The things they use for rock climbing. Right here, see? More mountains. We have the aspens and then the pines over there. In Utah, it seems like where you have the aspens beating the pines, Sasquatch seem to, for whatever reason, favor those areas a little bit more. At least that's how it seems. I'll cut this for the moment. So even though I am several miles up a canyon, I'm still, you know, tenths of a mile away from a trail. So I'm thinking, you know, during the daytime, Sasquatch obviously probably wouldn't be bedding down right around here. This is soft ground, so if they were coming through here, I could probably see something. So you can see I just, well, I don't know if you can see, but I just made that print right there. It's, anyway, maybe you can't see it. But, so if my point is that it's soft enough, if they're coming through here, then it would make a print, but probably became soft fairly recently because it's rained last couple of days, so it would have to be a little more recent. During the day, I bet they're, you know, maybe the other side of that ridge or something like that, more obscure, where it'd just be difficult for humans to navigate to. And I'm not going to go. I guess I could try to see how I can get between those two mountains and all that, but I just don't have time or energy, and I've already gone several miles. But we'll just keep around here. Oh, here's something. Looks like a very old settler's cabin. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, like I said, there's it's not super far from a trail. Like a pioneer cabin. Huh. I bet that's pretty old. Wonder why they built it all the way up here. Guess maybe a summer getaway. Ride a horse up here. Something of that nature. Leans around here. Well, I didn't know that this was up here. I don't know if many people do know it's up here, because I'm kind of off, anyway, off in a weird area. Well, not Sasquatch, but kind of cool nevertheless. Yeah, pretty dilapidated, but still skeletons pretty much there. It's hard to get down in there. I can bend down and try to get in there, but you probably won't be able to see it any better than me being out here. Yeah, it's pretty small, just maybe what, 12 by 15 feet or less. I'd say just a little less, maybe. Looks like it was built of, I'm not sure what it was built of, maybe pine trees. I was going to say aspen, but I don't think aspen would hold up that well. Well, I can't tell. You can see a little of the bark over there, but it's so old. Anyway, interesting find. That's all for the moment again. So, what do you know? So sometimes this happens. Sasquatch will put something by a old human structure. Now I have no way of knowing 100% if this is Sasquatch, but more likely, obviously, than the human structure right over here. So we have the old cabin from probably the 19th century, or maybe early 20th, but century right over there. And then over this bend, I'd say maybe it's a little closer to water, I'm not sure, but we have this over here. I was wondering if I would find something around here. This, I would say, is actually a better building site than what the old timers put up over there. I guess the view might be a little better where they put theirs. Anyway, this is interesting because it makes use of a very large tree, which often is done by Sasquatch. Let me hold on, the gimbal's not working right. Let me cut this. So I'm not sure if this was here naturally or if it's moved in. It's kind of hard to tell. There is some wood structure here, so maybe it's just fell over that way, but for whatever the case, it's just landed up in this tree over here, a live tree, and they've created this structure around it. So, do not see anything that's been sawed. Back up here so you can see a little bit better. There's some kind of rocks strewn around down here. Boy, this thing's really not working now. And then you have some on top right here. But yeah, I don't see anything that's been sawed on this. Well, this thing is not working. I'd have to switch over the cell phone. It's not big. I guess you could get inside it, but I don't know why you'd want to. Oh, we have something blue over here as well. I guess you can see that. When I bent over to pick that up, kind of got a whiff of skunk. I don't smell it now. Anyway. Well, that's interesting. So the signs that would lead me to think that maybe this is Sasquatch, no, nothing cut. It's irregular and small. You wouldn't really want to get into it. It's using this large overarching beam. It has this even larger tree just pushed over, blocking this whole thing, you know, for about 100 feet of blockage there. It is built by a whole 19th century human structure, which sometimes they will do. You have something blue down here, and then you have, well, here's kind of some almost bedding type stuff on top of there, but it's really old right here. So all that leads me to believe it could be Sasquatch. I'm not saying it's absolutely definitively, but it has all the earmarks that I would attribute to Sasquatch. Oh, come on, what is that? And maybe to top it off, my gimbal decided to quit functioning when I walk up on the structure, but who knows if that's even relevant. But here's the rest of that thing that has a cap over there. You're not seeing it, hold on. Right there. Really destroyed. So, here's a better, closer look at the tree that's blocking this. You have over here. So, to the top of that, oh, it's over 5 feet, that's for sure. And then it kind of goes out from there, but anyway. Interesting little structure there. See if there's anything else to be found around here. Surprised I found that. Well, this seems like as good a place as any to have a meal. Okay, just a quick rundown of where I'm situated. The human cabin remains right over there. The structure I just found is right over that log. And I came right down here, and this may be even more interesting. You have all this knocked over debris. You have a lean over here. But right down here, they've made use of these downed trees. Look at these. Look at all the woodwork you have stacked over there. Kind of creates a little shelter. I walked right past this kind of, well, I can't quite walk quite this way. But you have this huge, massive, logs, and then you got this fine work right here with the sticks. And there's some fresh greenery that could have fallen down, but I'm not sure it's one single. Well, I guess there's a second little piece right there. So that's significant, I'd say. Let me come down here. Just look, this is pretty soft terrain with the needles. I don't see any prints yet. Or something. Let's see. I guess it could have been humans, but I know humans didn't create this part of it. Look at all the. It's just kind of almost a mega asterisk you have right there, here, coming this way, that way, just a log jam. Then we got our little debris hut thing right up here. Underneath, there's not much room really. I mean, I guess if you were caught in a snowstorm, you could use it, but to sleep under. But I wouldn't. It's not on quite level ground. I mean, it's soft enough, but it's not ideal, I would say. And I guess if this is all you have to work with, you could kind of subsist under there for a little bit. But anyway, it's pretty long. It's over 10 feet long. There's just not a lot of space underneath. It's kind of hard to photograph from over here because I'm in a low position. But it's this right here. I'll try to get over here, back up. Move through here. Don't want to pull out and mess up a knee or something. Let's see. So there's kind of a little bit different angle. Go and take a photo of this. Yeah, I really like that one. I've never seen one quite like that. You got huge timber strewn about, kind of a asterisk log jam down there, and then they're stringing the sticks, branches right over that area. Here's the kind of accompanying area. You just have a lot more just down timber all along here. There's a lean snowbank down there. Other structures, other stuff up on that hill, and the old 19th century cabin remains are right over there. So interesting area. So one other thing I'll share with you, I wasn't going to share it, but when I was sitting over there at the log at that little structure, I thought I heard I'm not 100% sure, because sometimes my hat will kind of rub against things and make noises, but it sounded like I heard a pretty far in the distance a loud crack, kind of on the level where you would break one of these things, almost like gunshot level, but it's in the distance. Then my phone kind of goes off. I turned it on and I was trying to install like an update, something, and I went to some music or something, and I kind of was, saying it was stupid phone, blah blah, because it's all this loud music all of a sudden. And when I did that, I heard laughter off in the distance. So I don't know if it's just a human. I think it kind of was the way over the trail was eventually there, but it's close enough that I was pretty surprised. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now, and battery's about to run down here, so I mentioned that. So the DJI Osmo Pocket has died. So I didn't bring a battery charger because I didn't think I would need it, but using the cell phone now, and I don't have a stabilizing gimbal for it, so you have to bear with me, have some patience here. But I'm just gonna kind of walk around here. I saw something over here that looked a little bit interesting. I'm gonna gingerly walk over there because this thing will appear all jerky if I don't. Even doing this, it's not gonna look that great. Probably should just turn it off and flip it on when I get there. But so here we have a log strung up handily in the crook of this tree right here, and then you have a leaner right over there and another one right over there. It could have broken over it, but it's just kind of interesting how it appears to be arranged. Could be natural, but there could be some arrangement going on as well. Not far from the other more complex structures I just shared over there. Basically on the same general bluff. So I came from down that way, and I'm headed up another bluff here. Some leans and things over there. I just headed up here. Fortunately, got the shaky, ungimbaled cell phone. Trying to take it easy so it doesn't shake too much. Sometimes they can put something on a little bluff like this, cover with pine needles and the like. There's some down pine needles over there. Some potential little leans and things, but there's this kind of little triangle thing. Could be natural. And a water source I can hear down here. Well, I'm up on another forested little bluff up here. Really steep for me to get up. Now it's kind of flattened out, but it keeps going up. This is the way I came up, so we're here. Everything else, where it came from is down, and then back up there's another little bluff where all the other stuff was. So I'm just heading a little ways further into the unknown, I guess. I'll keep this running for a little bit. You have your traditional leans over there. Looks like we have a green down a tree fresh up here. Guess it kind of quit filming on its own. A little odd. Or it never was filming. But it came from down there, up on another bluff. Yeah, this freshly down green tree. Obviously not done by myself. Just heading a little further into the unknown. Have not seen any definable tracks outside of my own on occasion. And the snow is getting higher and higher. I'm going to take a GPS coordinate to see where I'm at when I get back home. I know I'm should be over 7,000 feet by now. I don't think I'm at 8,000 yet.